Okay, I know I'm making another video, and I've spit out quite a few in the past few days, but I guess I'm just in a video making mood, so you guys are gonna have to get over it. The topic of my video today is coping strategies for eating disorders, and I'm gonna share a few that my therapist has taught me about, and also a few that I found online. They're about body image, eating, binging, feelings after a binge, and stuff to improve your self-esteem and whatnot. So I'm going to first talk about the ones that my therapist taught me. She worked at a residential eating disorder facility for a really long time, and their main motto, well, not motto, but like coping strategy motto, was to stay in the moment. And that means like when you're feeling a really bad, binge urge or whatever, just to stay in the moment, like you can journal down what you're feeling, just like kind of understand that this is what you're feeling, but this will pass and it won't be with you forever, and that you need to stay like in the moment. Like you can't just numb yourself out by binging. You need to focus on your feelings and deal with them instead of letting them ruin your life. Again, good strategies that I've learned are, journaling. Journaling's a really big one because it helps you deal with your feelings, and you kind of have to face them, yeah, but I mean, you're going to have to face them eventually, and it's better than hiding behind an eating disorder. Not that eating disorders are like hiding, but like they're kind of getting rid of feelings, and journaling really helps with that. Also, taking a walk is a really good idea. Like when you're feeling, most of these are going to be about binging or purging, because that's what I know best. Going for a walk really helps. Get you away from whatever the trigger is, and it'll help, calm your mind or ease your mind, and you'll feel good about it. Plus, it's exercise, so I mean. Another really good one is to sit down with somebody and talk. Like, it doesn't even have to be about, like, oh, I'm feeling XYZ, It can just be about, well, this is what happened today. I'm feeling this, but, like, so-and-so did this. Like, it can just be, like, gossip or something. Like, talking about how your day went or how the weather is. Like, usually it's actually better if you don't talk about, like, eating disorder related stuff, because then you'll dwell on it. It's best just to, like, divert your attention for as long as you can till the binge pass. Also, you need to rationalize your thoughts, such as, like, the 3,500 calorie rule. Like, it takes 5,000 calories to gain a pound. And so, like, when you're binging and you want to purge, you can just say, well, I didn't eat that many calories. I'm probably not going to gain a pound. And even if I do gain a pound the next day, it's all water weight. And as soon as you poop or pee or whatever, it'll be gone. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about body image. What this website says is that the best way to improve your body image and to help with that is to axe your scale. Just, like, throw it away. I know that's really hard. I haven't been able to do that yet, but it's been recommended for me many times. Also, dress to feel, like, comfortable. Like, don't wear... I'm not saying, like, go out in your, like, skimpiest shirt or your skimpiest skirt or whatever, but, like, dress in something that makes you feel good. You don't have to go around in sweatpants and, a sweatshirt hating your body. You can just, wear jeans and a t-shirt and you'll look fabulous. You can also, like, make a list of things you like about your body. I know that's really hard for some people. It's really hard for me, but, like, it doesn't have to be, like, weight-related things. Like, my favorite thing about my body is my eyes, and I like my lips. I like my nose ring, and I like my hair, It can be stuff like that. Be proud of the way you look. Like, fake it till you make it, I guess. That's another strategy that my therapist talks with me about is, fake self-confidence, and then eventually you'll get so used to faking it that it'll just come as second nature, and you actually will start to feel comfortable and confident about yourself. Another thing that's really hard, especially for me, is getting rid of your skinny clothes. Like, if you are in recovery and you had to gain weight because of it, you might feel like you need to keep your skinny clothes around, like your size 00 jeans or whatever, but like that's actually really triggering to have those around all the time. It's best if you just throw them away. Like, and it's an excuse to go shopping. I mean, yeah, it might suck having to shop for bigger clothes, but hey, if it's for a good cause, I'm sure your mom or your dad or whoever you're going shopping with will be like, okay, whatever, we can buy you a new wardrobe. It'll be like a reward for yourself for recovering. You have to recognize that some of your thoughts are distorted. Like, you have to recognize that most people with eating disorders, when they look in the mirror, they see someone like 3 times their size. And you have to recognize that you actually don't look like that. You actually are either skinny or normal looking or whatever. You're not like some huge obese whale. Even if you might see that, you have to recognize that it's not true. To cope with like eating and stuff, especially when you're eating like around other people, as soon as people start to like talk about food or weight or, oh my god, I can't eat this, it has calories in or whatever, just be like, change the subject, Or you can, even if you feel comfortable enough saying this, you can say that, like, you guys, I don't really want to talk about this. I'm recovering right now, and it's detrimental to my recovery. Also, a really important coping strategy to stop yourself from binging is to eat 3 well-balanced meals a day. And a well-balanced meal is like 300 to 500 calories, 300 for breakfast, 500 for dinner, maybe like 400 for lunch. And I mean, even that's a little on the lower side, so I would put in some snacks too. Because snacking is also, not like going crazy on snacks, but like have an apple for your morning snack and like a dessert for your evening snack or something like that. And I mean, that's the best way to like stop yourself from binging, because if you restrict all day, you're going to have really crazy binge urges and it's not going to be fun. Also, what really helps is having a meal plan. Like, I recommend going to a nutritionist for a meal plan, but you don't have to go to a nutritionist. You can, like, Google meal plans, healthy meal plans online, or, like, just come up with them on your own. Like, understand that you have to eat, like, a minimum of probably, like, the minimum calories you want to eat in a day is 1,200. So anywhere between that and 1,500 calories is good, unless you're trying to gain weight. And then I recommend usually around 2,000 to 2,500. And again, I'm not a nutritionist or a doctor or anything, so I don't really know exactly how many calories you should be eating based on like what your weight goals are. And plus, like, it varies from person to person. You just have to find something that'll work for you. A good thing, again, with eating out and eating around other people is that you don't want to eat with people who are super triggering. Like, if 2 of your friends are on a diet and 1 of your friends isn't, I would recommend eating with the friend that isn't on a diet, because it'll just be a lot less triggering than eating with the friends that are on diets. If you can't, no, that's a bad one. Sorry, I'm just kind of reading off the computer right now. Always keep busy is a good one. Like, when you're not busy, you're going to kind of sit alone with your thoughts, and that's going to make you want to binge. Like, you might be having a fine day, but if you sit alone with your thoughts, your thoughts are probably going to turn to food and calories and weight and, like, other bad thoughts, like, I don't really know, but just, like, bad things. After meals, you definitely want to, like, occupy yourself. Like, again, keep busy, especially after meals. Like, that's when the going for a walk comes in handy, because, like, you are less likely to purge when you're not around a bathroom. So I recommend, like, if you have a dog or, you know, a walkable pet, walk that pet, or, you know, do your homework or clean the litter box or something. Just keep yourself busy. You could journal. Journaling after meals is actually a really good idea. They had me do that in the hospital. Like, write down everything you're feeling and then try to rationalize all those thoughts. I'm going to go down to, again, a few, like 2 tips on controlling how to binge, controlling your urges to binge. Again, it's mostly just like, a good one I found on this website is don't take extra money when you go out. Like, especially if you know you're going to be around food and you have a binge urge. Don't, you know, take extra binge food money. You know, just take the amount of money you need. Like, and, sorry, I had to change position. My leg was falling asleep. And, just don't spend money on binge food because that will be a huge trigger. Good tips for after binge are doing like calming activities. Like, don't do things that'll like make you anxious or whatever. Like, take a nice bubble bath. Again, go for a walk. Talk to a supportive friend. Even if you're feeling comfortable with this, talk to your parents and say, like, look, don't let me go to the bathroom for an hour before meals unless it's, like, necessary, and then I'll talk to you while I'm in the bathroom, because that's what my parents did after I got out of the hospital, and it really helped. If you do binge, you need to, number one, forgive yourself for binging. Like, it's okay, slip-ups happen. If you slip up once, that doesn't mean you're relapsing. It means you made a mistake and you can recover from that. You have to understand that if you do binge, it's not like, oh my god, the world is over, you know, I gotta binge now for the rest of my life. No, you have to understand that, yeah, you slipped up, but you gotta go back to, you know, eating normally or eating off your meal plan or whatever. That's basically all I have for right now. And again, if I probably have tons of coping strategies that I didn't mention on here, but another tip, I guess the last one I'm gonna say before I end this video, is that, you know, Google coping strategies for eating disorders. Like, I found this really good website. It was like the second one on Google or whatever, and it has this ginormous list. And pick your favorites and write them on little index cards and keep them in your pocket or your purse or whatever. And every time you're feeling like a specific urge or whatever, you know, pull out this card and be like, okay, I have to do every single one of these things. Before I do whatever. And, you know, that'll help you a lot. I hope these coping strategies were helpful, and hopefully this will lessen your chances of engaging in eating disorder activities.